Hey, check these pictures out.
Wow. That is cool looking.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
What year is that?
Born on the 11th of December 1973 in Red Oak, Texas, USA, Amanda Jill Keathley, now better known as Amanda Martin, is an entrepreneur, TV personality, and a former banking executive who gained public recognition after appearing on Iron Resurrection with her husband Joe Martin. There's not much public information regarding her parents, Sandy Clapp Nafziger and Zachariah J. Keathley Jr., but we do know that her late father was a U.S. Army veteran who passed away in November 2006. Amanda grew up with her siblings, Zach, Sandra, and Wendy, and studied at Red Oak High School. Before appearing on TV, Amanda worked at the major bank Wells Fargo from 2007 to 2011, quickly rising through the ranks to becoming a branch manager. Later on, she held 3 titles at Pioneer Bank: Assistant Vice President, Deposit Operations Vice President, and Product Manager. Upon meeting her future husband Joe, Amanda made the risky decision of putting her financial aspirations on hold to join his TV show and business, becoming a regular cast member of Iron Resurrection, and eventually the co-owner of Martin Brothers Customs. Now residing in Johnson City, Texas, the couple have since expanded their empire to include a merchandise line. Iron Resurrection is a reality TV show that first aired on the Discovery Channel's Motor Trend Network in 2016, documenting the daily happenings at Martin Brothers Customs, the car shop in Texas Hill Country that Joe owns. Viewers have the pleasure of seeing the cast members breathe life back into old, damaged automobiles, adding their own modern touches while doing so. The show's 4th season premiered in February 2019, showing fans yet again the challenges of running a business. A glowing review reads, "The rehab work that the mechanics do in the vehicles, coupled with their unbridled enthusiasm, is pretty darn delightful." As for the main cast members, Iron Resurrection wouldn't be the same without Jason Arrington, Javier Ponce, and Jason Martin. Although Joe and Amanda get more screen time, the gorgeous blonde's job is to search for unrepairable local cars with Jason and bring them back to the shop to be fixed, while Jason is a producer and the rest works as mechanics with specialized knowledge. Mark Zabonik, the show's welder, has also proven himself to be an invaluable addition. Surprisingly, part of the show's success is thanks to its lack of drama, with little to no tension between cast members and no absurd scripted plots. Iron Resurrection has become hugely appealing to car fans and casual viewers alike. Joe was always a fan of the hot rod designer Boyd Coddington's work, but couldn't afford his products, which led to the future TV star teaching himself how to make DIY versions. Other inspirations include the host of Chasing Classic Cars, Wayne Carini. Joe made his TV debut in a 2004 episode of Discovery's Biker Build-Off, and founded his bike shop soon after winning the competition. For a time, he even stopped working on classic cars to focus on motorcycles, and just a couple of years later, he was approached by the producers of Biker Build-Off and asked to create content for Velocity Channel before it became the Motor Trend Network, thus spawning Iron Resurrection. Since becoming TV stars, Joe and Amanda's lives have seen a change for the better. However, the mechanic had previously confessed that being asked for autographs by fans feels strange, and described himself and his wife as normal people who got lucky. Fast forwarding to 2020, the future of Iron Resurrection became uncertain when 4 cast members, Manny, Pompa, Kato, and Javier, left at the end of Season 3. Motor Trend also refused to discuss the show and a possible 5th season, leaving fans in limbo until mid-2021, when new episodes finally became available to watch online. Originally, Joe signed a 5-year contract with the Discovery Channel, which has more than likely been renewed. Since 2016, Joe has become known to many as the affable fan of cars and motorcycles, who figured out how to make a living doing what he loved. As the mechanic prefers to maintain a low profile despite being a semi-public figure, he remains something of an enigma to viewers of Iron Resurrection. Although Joe is associated with Texas, where he resides and works, in reality, he's a Chicago native who moved to Austin with his family at the age of 10. That said, Joe considers himself a Texan through and through, and rarely speaks of his birthplace. A better-known fact is that Joe and Amanda are dog people who own several furry friends. The dynamic duo often post their pets on Instagram and other social media profiles, as Joe is passionate about animal welfare, having helped raise funds for Antioch animal shelters several times. In fact, as recently as February 2022, Joe and Amanda collaborated with the all-volunteer animal rescue organization Southern California Pitbull Rescue, and thanks partly to their fan base, they helped the charity surpass its $500 a day goal for the month of February several times over. Joe isn't known for giving many interviews, but when speaking with Fuel Curve magazine, he said that he and Amanda are grateful to have the show. "It's been priceless to us. It's given us the opportunity to work with great customers and set us up to be busy for years to come," he said. That doesn't mean that he doesn't feel overwhelmed at times when in the middle of filming a busy season. But Joe recognizes that the show is a fantastic advertisement for his workplace. The savvy businessman who has also learned how to maintain a healthy work-life balance despite working with his brother, wife, and best friend, as everyone does their own thing in different departments. they don't spend as much time together as viewers think. Amanda is either in the office crunching numbers or seeking out cars, while Joe's brother Jason goes out and about to sign paperwork, as many suspected. The reason there's so little drama in Iron Resurrection is thanks to Joe. Although the workers play the occasional prank on each other, he firmly stated that they didn't need any of that dramatic crap. We want our show to be educational and funny. I feel like the viewers can definitely tell when the drama is staged, Joe explained. We are also the viewers of these shows, and we know what those people want to see. Joe has even offered advice to struggling business owners, speaking from personal experience after having to shut his bike shop during the 2008 recession. His tips included going to car shows to see what other builders are doing, taking your best cars to events to get your name out there, and using your imagination to stand out in the crowd. It's a tricky road, but if you have a genuine love for cars, it's not going to feel like work, he concluded. Understandably, Joe is hard-pressed to pick out just one favorite car from the hundreds he's worked on. A strong contender is the '67 Nova on his wish list that was brought in by a customer, followed by a 1950s Mercedes which the team restored from scratch by hand-making each part needed. Unbeknownst to some, not all of the Chicago's natives projects have a big budget, which means he has had to be creative at times and figure out how to restore a vehicle without breaking the bank. When the time comes, the entrepreneur would like to not have 25 cars in the shop at a time, and instead focus on 3 or 4 high-end vehicles a year. While not busy in the shop, Joe is a lover of the outdoors, enjoys fishing, going on long walks in the countryside, and enjoying everything nature has to offer. Fans of Iron Resurrection were understandably dismayed to see Javier and other familiar faces leaving the show. Such was the online furor that the social media account for the series had to issue a post regarding the absence of Javier, alias Shorty. The show posted a Facebook message which read, "Sometimes priorities in life change that are way more important than TV. Shorty is focusing on his shop and customers in Dallas so that he can be close to his family and enjoy every second of being a new grandpa." Javier himself reached out to viewers days later via social media, thanking them in a short video, and adding, "I had no idea there were so many of you out there that really like me for who I am and what I did." He later explained after filming season 3 that cutting back on traveling to Austin would be the best for his family and business. However, he also left the door open for a possible comeback in the future. As for Kato, the show released another brief message, clarifying that his wife had accepted a job in Atlanta, and that his shop, Kato Custom Upholstery, was now located at Fuller Moto. In a blog post, the upholsterer said, "I definitely want to support her, my wife, and her career and her decision. So it's important for me and her and our family that we moved out here." Kato's departure from the show seems to be a permanent decision, but he remains on good terms with the series cast members. Pompa's sudden disappearance from Iron Resurrection was slightly more ambiguous, although nothing pointed to a disagreement with the production team or the Martin brothers. Fans speculated that he was tired of being such a target for pranks, easily scared by fireworks and other practical jokes. The metalworker was often the butt of the joke on and off screen. Nevertheless, Pompa always reacted good-humoredly to the innocent pranks, and even replied to a fan's comment, saying that he would try to make it back on the show for season 5. It's unclear if the production team didn't want him to return just yet, or if he was offered a better job elsewhere. But Pompa's Instagram post from January 2022 shows him having a great time and dancing to his heart's content at a football game. Just 2 months later, Joe uploaded a video of Pompa playing with one of his pet pit bulls and added the hashtag Season 6, meaning it's highly likely we'll see the lovable professional on TV again. Manny, who only appeared in a handful of episodes, but quickly became a fan favorite, seems to have vanished off the face of the earth with no social media presence. It's almost impossible to discover his whereabouts these days. The stars of the show, Joe and Amanda, appear to be thriving right now, both personally and professionally. Some of the shop's owners' latest projects include working on a '57 Chevy, which was left abandoned in a backyard for over 2 decades, a dilapidated '65 Pontiac, and a '65 Catalina, meaning that the team at Martin Brothers Customs will have their hands full for the foreseeable future. When not busy filming, the couple have been getting out and about and promoting their craft. Some events they've attended recently are the Classic Truck and Motorcycle Show, hosted by the Devil's Backbone Tavern, and the Emerald Coast Cruising event, providing them the opportunity to network, find new clients, and even sell some merchandise. Philanthropical work done by Amanda in the last few months includes helping raise over $20,000 for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital during Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. This cause is particularly close to the blonde's heart, as her nephew Luke suffers from aplastic glioma, an aggressive type of brain cancer, who was helped out by St. Jude after being turned away from a Dallas hospital. Amanda is also expanding her interests and trying out new hobbies, namely target practice and gym workouts. Although she doesn't discuss her personal life on TV or in interviews, fans of the beautiful Texan can stay up to date by checking her social media profiles. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.